Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh. Class 10, I hope you all are enjoying video classes. Class 10th, today I'm going to tell you about the process of breathing. So, today we will learn breathing mechanism. So, we will start with the events or whole mechanism of breathing. So children, exchange of gases through the nostril is called breathing, and it has completed into two steps. One is the inhalation, second is the exhalation. So in the process of inhalation we breathe in, and in the second step, which is called exhalation, in which we breathe out. So these are the two main steps in which breathing has completed. Now children, inhalation process start with the movement of diaphragm and sternum. In this process, diaphragm moves inwards and the sternum moves outward. So here two movements occur. One is the movement of diaphragm, second is the movement of sternum. In the process of this movement, diaphragm moves inwards whereas the sternum moves outward. So this is the process in which inhalation process occurs. So in this manner, inhalation process done. So children, because of these movements, space creates in the lungs. Due to this air space, the air gets sucked through our nostrils and reaches up to the lungs. So children, when we breathe in, as in surrounding medium there are lots of dust particles, gases are present which get entered into our nostril. So it is not like that when we do the process of inhalation, only oxygen get entered in our nostril, while lots of other gases and large, small size dust particles are also entered in our nostril. But if you can see, in nasal chamber lots of hairs are present, and these hairs hinder the upcoming of the large size dust particle. So it inhibit the coming of the big size particles. So here nostril has a hair to stop the big dust particles. Remaining gases including microbes, small dust particles and other gases get eliminated here. Microbes get eliminated through the mucus lining which is present in the inner lining of the nasal cavity, and small dust particles get catches through the cilia. Here the lining is covered with two layers. One is the cilia, and at the top of this cilia mucus lining is present. Through the help of this cilia, the cilia catches the small dust particles. So small dust particles get eliminated with the help of the cilia, and microbes get eliminated through the mucus. Now mucus do a very important role here, that this mucus also moisten the air, and the capillaries of the nasal cavity warms the air. So here two important functions are going, that mucus moist the air and capillaries warms the coming air. So children, through this manner air get purified in this nasal chamber, and now air moves to the tracheal portion. Here again purification process takes place. So here for the purification, cilia and mucus are also present. So in the inner lining of this trachea has covered with the mucus and cilia. So rest of the gases and the dust particles or microbes get finally eliminated through this trachea, and this process is called purification. First purification was done in the nasal chamber, then final and further purification has done in this tracheal portion. Now air which is coming through our nostril to the nasal chamber, and it is now reaches to the trachea. Here gases get bifurcated or divided into two bronchi. That means it goes into right and left bronchi, and after that it get bifurcated into the lungs, lots of bronchioles. So children, here you can see the bronchi get bifurcated into bronchioles. So the air moves through the bronchia to these bronchioles and then moves into the millions of these alveoli. And as you know that these alveoli are the small balloon-like structures or sac-like structures which are highly covered with the vascular supply, which are totally covered with the blood capillaries, highly vascular structures. These alveoli is totally filled with these gases. So millions of alveoli are present in our lungs, and these lungs of these alveoli carries this inhaled gas. So children, here you can see the blood vessels which are covered upon the alveoli. So these are highly vascular. Now the oxygen which are present inside the alveoli through the process of diffusion reaches into the blood capillary. Here lots of other gases are also present, but only diffusion of oxygen takes place and only oxygen get absorbed through these blood vessels. Inside the blood, oxygen get fused with the hemoglobin portion of the blood to form oxyhemoglobin. So this is the component which is formed after the fusion of oxygen with the hemoglobin part of the blood. So oxyhemoglobin is formed by the combination of hemoglobin plus oxygen. Now this component, which is oxyhemoglobin, get ready to the heart. That means it is now ready and it goes into the heart. Now in heart pumps it to whole body cells. Now inside the cell uses oxygen to generate energy. So after the process of energy generation in this mechanism of the cell to generate energy, carbon dioxide is produced. Now this carbon dioxide which is produced inside the cell goes into the blood vessels, through which it finally goes to the blood capillaries of the alveoli. Here you can see the carbon dioxide diffuses to lungs. That means through the blood capillaries, the carbon dioxide which was produced inside the cells diffuses in the alveoli. So as you have seen, in the process of diffusion of oxygen, where only oxygen get diffuses into the blood capillary, and here now only carbon dioxide is diffuses through the blood capillaries into the alveoli. So here carbon dioxide concentrations becomes high. So children, in the next event for the further gaseous exchange or the process of inhalation, it is necessary that alveoli get emptied. So the process of emptying of the alveoli, exhalation process or expiration process takes place, in which we breathe out. So in the exhalation process, sternum moves inwards and diaphragm moves upward, which was the opposite to the inhalation process. Here you can see in the exhalation process, sternum moves inward and diaphragm moves upward. Due to these movements, the exhalation process takes place. So children, these movements pressurize the gases to leave the space of lungs through the nostril. So the gases present inside the alveoli comes out through the nostril and the exhalation process get completed. And the movement of sternum in diaphragm is controlled by our brain. And in the exhalation process, the gases present in the exhalation process are carbon dioxide and other gases which are not absorbed in the process of inspiration. So all these other gases are also eliminated. So here this is really very important point to note that children, only carbon dioxide not reaches into our lungs, but in the surrounding all the other gases are also present. So when we do the process of inspiration, not only oxygen goes inside our lungs, but lots of other gases, particles are also goes inside our lungs, but only diffusion of oxygen takes place in the alveolar surface. So in the process of exhalation, rest of the other gases which are not absorbed by the alveolar surface also get eliminated in the process of exhalation. So not only the carbon dioxide but other inhaled gases are also removed. So children, in this manner you have seen that the process or mechanism of breathing is completed into two main steps. One is the inhalation, second is the exhalation. So with the help of this video, I think you all will better understand, and keep making notes and watching our bio lectures. Thank you for watching this video.